Hi everybody. In this video I want to talk about creative scale practice. Many people tend to run carelessly through their scales in practice, but merely being able to play the scale and know the scale is just the tip of the iceberg. The goal should always be expressive playing. So let's practice the scale and focus on a few specific techniques and expressive devices. First we'll try legato. We'll think about legato. So I'm going to take the upper octave of this little Segovia C major scale, and I'm going to take a run through it, really listening for legato. So as you do this, if you hear any gaps, you have to determine whether that's a left hand issue, right hand issue, or a synchronization issue. Left hand fingers often let go of their notes a little early. Right hand fingers often prepare the next note a little early. So let your ear be the guide, and then you can get in there and solve the problem. Let's try it together. Nice and slow, because we really need to listen for those gaps. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's go for the opposite of legato now. Let's go for staccato. So for this, I'm going to focus on the right hand because the cleanest staccatos are usually produced by the right hand fingers. So I'm going to play it 3 plucks in the right hand for every left hand note. As you're playing this staccato, really notice how your right hand fingers are preparing. Ideally, you're coming in contact with the pad of the fingertip, and then with a bit of pressure, you're in contact with the nail. So if you're grabbing too much finger pad and it's hard to get to the nail, that's a problem you should work on. If you're clicking, if you're going directly to the nail, then that's an issue you need to take care of also. So practicing a scale this way really helps you find these little problems. So here we go, up and down the scale. So I'll count it off in triplets. 3 and 4 and up. Okay, let's try one time through thinking about vibrato. Just go for a nice medium vibrato. If you wanted, you could practice really quick vibrato or very slow, exaggerated vibrato. That's good to get started in vibrato because a lot of people don't move widely enough left and right. So you could do that to exaggerate that effect if you want. I'm going to go for a kind of a medium vibrato, and we'll just do the 1 octave scale again. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. So now let's try the scale with a crescendo as we ascend and a decrescendo as we descend. So we're going to start piano. At the top of the first octave, let's say we'll be at mezzo forte. At the top of the second octave, we'll be at forte. and then we'll decrescendo as we descend. So starting piano, here we go, 3, 4. Mezzo forte. Forte. Mezzo forte. Piano. Another good way to do that is to reverse it, to start forte, decrescendo as you ascend through the 2 octaves, and then crescendo as you descend. So let's try some speed bursts now. At first I'm just going to focus on the right hand so I get a really good feel for the string. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have multiple plucks in the right hand for each left hand note. And I'm going to do something like this: quarter, quarter, 8th note, 8th note, quarter, quarter, 16ths. Okay, and the 8th notes and the 16ths are my speed bursts. So when I play those, what I really want to do is preserve the kind of easy, relaxed, secure feeling I have when I'm playing slowly. So when you're playing the slow notes, really notice how it's feeling. And then the fast notes are going to have a very similar kind of touch. It also helps keep you in time to focus not on every one of these notes necessarily, but your note on the strong beats. So I'm going to think index, index, index when I get through those speed bursts. Let's try the whole scale like that. Here we go, 2, 3, and 4, and 8th notes, quarter, quarter, 16ths. So I'll let you get through the rest of that yourself. Okay, now let's put both hands together. So what I'm going to do is quarter, quarter, 8th notes. Quarter, quarter, 8th notes. I like to play those staccato when I'm going slow because, again, it's a synchronization thing between the 2 hands. So I want to feel that when the right hand finger is preparing for the next note, the left hand finger is also preparing for that note. Prepare, prepare. Okay, helps. Tightening up that synchronization at a slow tempo really helps when you speed things up. So let's try the whole scale like that, a little faster. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do the opposite now. So let's put the 8th notes in at the beginning. So it'll be 8th notes, quarter, quarter, 8th notes. Okay, let's go through the scale like that. 2, 3, 4. Let's focus on the left hand a little bit. This time through the scale, I'm going to pay attention to how my left hand fingers are behaving after they've played the note. So ideally, after you play the note, you just empty out the finger. It relaxes and doesn't jump up and hold tension as you're continuing through the scale. You want to empty it out and relax it. So let's pay attention to how our fingers are behaving. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. So third finger relaxes here, first finger relaxes, second finger relaxes, pinky relaxes, third finger, pinky relaxes here again, first finger relaxes, pinky relaxes, second finger relaxes. Pinky is a big culprit here usually, so you might just want to focus on this. Releasing the pinky as it finishes playing. So make your daily practice as specific as possible. It's a much more interesting way to practice scales, and it's really great for your musicianship. Happy practicing. I'll see you next time.